Hi everybody, welcome to my channel, Artsy Fartsy. This is, kind of like speed paint I did in, Procreate. I am still working on how to do this very well and, how to, use my new iPad Pro. I love it, it's awesome. As you can see, like, I was doing Mermay and I decided to do the goldfish, and so this is what I came up with, and I had a hard time with the hands, as you can see here. It was a difficult pose. There were some problems with the sketch, the original sketch. I had to move our hands around a bit. I had to shrink the hands or make them bigger. But I really liked this sketch. It was me, I guess. It was me in a sketch. Alright, so I just did the underlayer. I also put the reference of the fish here. And then I started color picking colors, obviously, from this reference photo so that everything kind of worked together. So that it looked normal. I then started going over to do the line art for this, and with the line art I have been doing it where I try to match the colors of certain areas. Like the hair is going to be yellow, the skin is going to be a different color, the tail is going to be a totally different color as well. This is a time lapse, so yeah. It was a slow process for me because I'm trying to figure out which brushes I really like to work with, and like the opacity, how to fix that, how to work the brushes, and how to work with the pencil, because it's entirely different than a normal pencil for me. I like it though. I really like how it feels. I personally like how it works. It's just like I'm trying out different programs for this, for drawing digitally here, and it's just so interesting how all of them are so different but also very similar. The brushes are completely different than normal, and I'm just trying to figure it out. I also had to find some brushes online so that I could I don't know, they had brushes that I really liked. They were for free, yes, but they were brushes that I would, that were more similar to the traditional tools that I use, or the digital tools that I used on my Samsung tablet with Autodesk Pro, or Sketchbook Pro, I think that's what it's called. Anyways, so yeah, I did not get through Mermay. I largely failed at that, but it was a good experience. I've got probably like 16 drawings done for Mermay, and that is the most I've ever done for a drawing challenge, and I could totally see how much more fluid I got faster at blocking out drawings and working with the pencil and the shapes in a better way. And I was leveling up before the challenge, and I was just struggling so hard, and I was just getting so frustrated with everything I was doing. I didn't want to draw a lot because I just was so frustrated, so I started coloring a lot, and I was like, well, I can't do this. Sorry, I want to pause for a second and just mention she has orange skin, and I never thought of doing that before, and I thought it was cool. And the tail was interesting because I had to like blend the colors in to make them work a little bit. All right, so back to Mermay. So I feel like Mermay really helped me like fully level up in my art skills and really work on that. And it was just I loved it. I love that I could level up like that. So as you can see, that like there's shading going on now. Trust me, it seems faster than how it really was. It was way slower than it seems, and I struggled because I was trying to figure it out, and I know I'm gonna struggle with digital art for a while until I figure out the brushes that I like and figure out my own style as a digital artist. And I think that's the main problem, is I don't know my style as a digital artist, and towards the end you'll see that I have a really crappy background, and it's just because by that time I was done with this piece and I just wanted it done, and I didn't know what to use. I was struggling, so sorry. Bear with me on that one. I will try to do more traditional work for you guys, but for right now, this is what I've got. I'm gonna figure out a setup that I can do for the traditional artwork. But yeah, and we're pulling up on how crappy I was doing with the background seaweed. It was just not working out very well. I've also been trying to practice my backgrounds. That hasn't gone tons well, but I'm working on it so that it can be more detailed and cooler instead of just some lame seaweed in the background. Anyways, that's all for today. Go get artsy.